Hello again, everybody. It's Steve from Swamp Bottom Baits. We've got an order to make, and there's a few different items in the order. I'm just going to go ahead and show you all one of them. It's a Coreshot 5-inch stickworm we call a Stogie, and it's done in Celtic, Yukon. So stay tuned. Alright, so what I have here, this is 3/4 of a cup dead on plastics worm blend, and we are going to be using dead on plastics 008 Celtic flake. I also put just a little bit of heat stabilizer in there because we are doing a straight clear outer shell. So, and when Dead On sends their stuff out there in a bag, I turn around and took the label off, put it on here, and put them in these small containers. Just makes it a little bit easier, in my opinion. That's just my own personal. So, and I'm trying to look through here as I'm mixing it, make sure there ain't any clumps in there. So that is the outside. It's just clear with that Celtic flake. So I'm going to set this back in the mic for just a second. I'll touch it up right before we use it. So we are using, this is from Fat Guys Fishing. It's a 5-inch stick bait. We call it the Stogie. And the way I do the Coreshots, I got just this plastic tray. I put them in there, drop a little bit of oil in there, just kind of turn them around. And then set it in the mold. That's the easiest way I've found. Make sure the mold is seated together correctly. You don't have any gaps, that means everything is good. So we'll put it in the vise. Let's touch this up on the heat a little bit. And we'll get ready to shoot. Alright, so like I said, this is nothing but a clear with the Celtic flake outer shell. And I found that injecting not fast but not slow, a nice, medium injection, and holding pressure a little bit longer than normal. You see the mold, or the clamp tilting a little bit there, but it helps eliminate denting. So I still get a few dents here and there, but it's a lot less doing it like this. So, and you can actually see it there. I mean, there is no color to it. You can see just that little bit of a sparkle from that flake. Gives them a real unique look. So, we'll be back in just a couple minutes when this is ready to take out the mold. Alright, so let's see how these turned out. Oh yeah, there we go. I don't see a little bitty slight bit of a dent right there on that one. I mean, just minuscule. But you can see the rods all the way through there. So I pinch the front of the worm right here and grab onto the runner, and then we just take and slide it completely off. And there is our Celtic outer. And this is the one that I had the dent that I could see. I don't know if you can see it right there on the back of my hand. It's right here. As you turn it, there's just a minuscule little dent right there. So and got a bunch more of these to do. So I'm going to shoot up the rest of that cup of plastic, and when we are ready to do the core color, I'll go ahead and bring you all back. Alright, so there's our outer shells, and what I like to do is all my core shots, I do a tip on them so that the core color is going to be at the tip. And you can see I've got a bunch of them here already. I'll take one and I'll cut off the tip that I want. I'll lay it there and I'll lay everything up against it so that they're all the same length. So that way they're all the same length. Take and put your shells back into your mold. And you can see they're all pretty much the same length. Close your mold up, and when it sits together, you can hear it click when it touches. Make sure that you have no spaces around. And I've already got the core color mixed up. I had some left over from the last time I did an order. I made up too much. But for a cup of plastic, all it is 3 drops of Desert Gold by Bait Plastics, and then an 1/8 teaspoon of Yukon powder from Dead On Plastics. So, and check the temperature on this real quick. It needs to be heated up. I like to run my Coreshot, my core color, around 350, maybe 360. Helps it bond better. So, put it in here for about 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, now we're up to 361, 359. So where we want to be. Let me back you all out here just a little bit. And it's the same thing as far as the injecting. I do a medium press on it and then just hold pressure. About maybe 15-20 seconds or so, give or take. And that won't take long to set up. So whenever I shoot my plastic back in the cup, you always got bubbles at the end. I always flash it with a torch just to kind of take those off, put less bubbles in it when I'm putting it back in the mic. So while that is setting up, let's go ahead and clean up these pieces. And I ended up, on stuff that I do on a regular basis, I will save what I have left. That way I can turn around and reuse it on the next one. I don't like to waste any more than possible. But also, if it sits a little bit too long, you know, if say it goes, you know, a couple weeks before I have to make it again, that might not be in a decent reusable state. So sometimes it hardens up. That's why I keep them in the plastic bags. Kind of keeps the moisture off them as much. My shop is not a climate controlled area, so one of the reasons why I use a vacuum chamber, because you get moisture in there and it will cause bubbles. So, but here's all our cores, or I'm sorry, all our shells that we're going to be shooting up. So give it just another minute or so. And show you a few that we just got done doing for another order. That there is our Joker. So these here are part of that same order. And then a video or two ago I did the tail shift. That's part of this order also. That one there was actually a trial to see if the customer liked it. He did, so he ordered that plus a few extra things. Alright, so there we go. There's our Celtic Yukon. Trying to get a nice close-up of them here. And once I get done shooting all of them, I'll bring y'all back and show you the whole group. Alright, brought y'all back for the last demolding. Alright, what's going on that side? So there we go, that is the last group. So, and I feel that it gives a bit of a, maybe like a golden shiner type look. But, so there we are. There's 24 Celtic Yukon Coreshots. So, thank you much for coming in and joining me. And if anybody's interested in looking at the baits we have to offer, on the About page there's a link for the tackle bag. That'll take you there. We also have a link in there for some shirts and hats and mugs and stuff like that with our logo on it. The Swamp Swag. So thank you all and have a good day.